Okay. I'm live here, and then let me go live on IG. This shit go live, nigga, so I could start. Man, Instagram be bugging. Hold on, y'all. Listen, for those who tuning in right now, give me a second. Actually, I am on live on Instagram right now, man. Trying to sort this out. Listen, y'all gotta understand, we on like three platforms. It should have been four platforms. I forgot a platform actually. I forgot the wait, where we at? Just give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Let me add this up there real quick. All right, so yeah, so listen, we streaming on multiple platforms right now. So it's kind of hard getting the connection for all four of these platforms right now, but we are definitely on, man. I'm trying to figure out, should I cut the light on or keep the light off? It's all good though, man. But you already know, man. We about to start, man. It's your boy Dolo Solo 1033 TV, man. You now tuned into the Holla at your boy podcast, aka Venting Session, BKA WORK Radio. That is work on real knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Work on real knowledge. For those who don't know what work on real knowledge is, shout out to Sha, man. She came up with that name, work on real knowledge, man. And real is basically what we're about to do as far as like reaction videos and shit like that. You know what I mean? Shorts on YouTube and Instagram reels, right? Right now I haven't figured out how can we connect to the Instagram reels, but I'm gonna figure that out during next video. You know what I mean? Work on real knowledge. This is WRK Radio. Let me see if I could play some tunes real quick so we could get introduced. You know what I mean? We get introduced real right. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully it come on. If it don't come on, then it ain't my fault. If it come on, then it is my fault. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But what's going on, Trellio?
You already know, same old, grinding, just taking it day by day, doing what we
Day
gotta
by
do.
day, man. How was your day though? How was your day?
To sum it all up, I would just say relax it, cause like get it off of work, was able to get some rest in. That's why came in. I had to drop Shorty off to the appointment. Came in the house, and I just ate and showered, and I crashed. Like that was it. I got up like not too long ago. Before we like, all right, we gotta get back to work. Gotta do what we gotta do. Is
You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so like having a day off, tell me, like, is it good? Like, because like you got back to back days. So what do you prefer? You prefer back to backs, or you prefer like, yo, give me like a Monday off and give me like a Thursday? Like you prefer not back to back days, you know what I'm saying? Or you like them back to back joints?
yeah. I mean, like they both got their difference, like takes from them, which you could how you feel depends on people. Certain people like they schedule differently. I know having split days, it kind of cut your days in for working. Like give you like you work a couple of days, you get a day off, you get a little break, then you go back to work, then you get a little break. Some people might like that. So, but
Yeah.
for me, I prefer back to back. Just the fact that that one day then back to work is just it goes too quick. Next thing you know, it don't even feel like you had an off day. Like
Yeah.
no time to enjoy to spend your money. So I like the schedule I'm at. I work 12 hours.
Uh-huh.
So my schedules to make sure I get a good payroll and
Nigga said,
everything.
my. All right, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, yeah, my schedule, you funny. Well, my schedule, so I work 12 hours, so my schedule, like, it switches every other week just to make up for me getting 40 hours and everything. So every other weekend, I get 3 days off, and the other week, I work in 3 days. So one weekend
Yeah.
I'm off, one weekend I work. So, but when I'm off on the weekends, those three
Hmm.
days straight back, I be loving it. But sometimes it go away quick when you ain't doing nothing. That's why I be trying to do what I gotta do something, work,
Yeah.
grind, or enjoy life, whatever it is. Try to do whatever I try to do. Uh, See,
Man,
enjoy
listen.
my free time because niggas don't get free time no more, man.
Man, listen, free time do not exist. I don't care how much you try to portray like you out here, you living, you know what I mean, you got all this money. Listen, free time don't exist, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it
especially when you
doesn't. It
grown. Because
doesn't.
first of all,
It
we
doesn't.
are not fortunate. You know what I mean? We don't have $1 million in the tuck. Even the people that's
Yeah, yeah,
millionaires right now don't got free time. The ones that
yeah,
got free
yeah,
time is the ones that actually run this country. They got Fortune 500s, you know what I mean? Even with them, they don't have free time, but they do get way more time than us. So our free time is limited. Yo, I say like in our off day for real, like on our off day, we probably got like maximum like 3 to 4 hours of free time. And you gotta use
yeah,
that time wisely. Cause if you don't,
yeah.
that should go about like that. Next thing you
Well,
know,
man,
you're doing
quit.
something throughout the whole day. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, you gotta be, but try to protect your free time. People come in,
mm-hmm,
disturb. You could be like, you gotta have like, yo, not right now. Like, you gotta let people
mm-hmm.
know, not right now. Like,
Not
because
right now. You know what I mean? You gotta really
because
take advantage of your free time. I like I would like back to back days, you know what I mean? Because yo, your schedule right now, your schedule is fire. You feel me? You got every other weekend off. So his schedule was like, you know what I mean? He like, okay, let's say this week, right? He got like he would have like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then he worked Monday, Tuesday. He off Wednesday, Thursday. Then he worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then he off to Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday. Then he'll have a Friday, Saturday, and that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
consistent schedule. Like that's like a real schedule. I love that
yeah,
schedule. I think
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
best schedule in the world for real. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
like that.
I basically only work 2 days in a week, and then I'm off 2 days, and then I work every other weekend. I like that schedule, but I do prefer 4 tens. I work four
Four
days,
tens. What's that? Oh, you talk about
four
10 hour shifts. 4 10 hour
10
shifts.
hours, yeah, 10 hour shift, 4 days of a week. And then I will always have my weekends off, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Always have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then
Yeah,
work Monday to Thursday to have Friday and Saturday, Sunday off. I had that schedule before, and I always had my weekends off. It was
yeah.
lovely, So
Yeah, I can do 4 10s, you know what I mean? But my job don't provide that. My job, they threaten you with mandatory overtime.
yeah, I
And
know.
it'd be a
It'd be like
silent
that.
threat. They be like, they come to you like, can you come in today? You be like, nah, yo, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I got stuff to do. All right, mandatory. And now,
Yeah, yeah,
and now it's like you can't do nothing about it because it's like, yo, you asked me, I said nah, and then now you gonna force me in, and then if I don't come in, then you gonna write me up. Like,
yeah, yeah,
nah, bro, like that's crazy.
yeah. Nah, yeah, I had a like my old job that I worked at. I used to work for Ocean Spray and everything, and I they did a lot of mandatory enforcement to the point. I'm like, yo, Dan, I'm trying to enjoy my money. Like, I get it. That money do sound good, but like, I'm trying to enjoy it now. Like after a while, I won't be caring about making. Like I'm trying to just be home with my fam and everything. So they used to do a lot of that. You be in job and you be working before you about to leave. Next thing you know, you get somebody walking up to you, but like, yeah, man, your name came back around on the list. So you gotta pick a day. Monday at 2. I'm like, I ain't picking no days, man. Like, leave me alone. Like, you better
Yeah,
find
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
else. Like,
Yo,
I just did my.
for those who trying to view on Instagram right now, like I said, yo, all day I've been having like technical difficulties with trying to go on, on my internet, bro. Like my internet is garbage right now. So I'm trying to set it up right now. But it's not going, but just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, everything good, man. Like
Yeah.
what's life for you at the age of 32 right now?
And listen, ain't nothing changed but mental and in the age, nothing. Not number. That's the only thing that changed. Everything feels the same. Like besides of me just growing as a man, and besides me growing as a man and understanding new things and trying to grow and grind harder and achieve things uh that I need. that's important.
Yeah.
Basically like trying to get my priorities straight, trying to just take steps to my success, to being successful. Like my definition, that I'm gonna say this, and I let you be. My
No,
definition
no, no.
to
You
me,
good. Rock out, brother. Rock out,
word,
brother.
word. My definition of success to me is just to be able to check off and to see the things that you want in life.
Mm-hmm.
I got since I would say since my early 20s, I made a list that I need for my priority. A priority is basically like success list, things that I want to take step by step to my goals,
Yeah.
to what I want to be. And like, my opinion of success is checking everything off of my list that I create. It started when I was in my early 20s. It all started with me. I'm like, yo, man, my first thing I wanted to do and get a good job, man. Get a good job. And then I check that off. I'm like, second thing I want to do is I want to get my L's. Check that off. Next thing you know, I have
Mm-hmm.
to get my L's. Want to
Yo, it
need to
took you
get
a
the
long
car.
ass time to get your L's. Like, let's talk about that. In the
Nah,
words of my,
yeah.
is the words of my nigga J Main, it hit different. All right, go ahead.
Nah, it took me a minute to get my L since I was out of high school, because I passed my permit and everything in high school, but I had to keep renewing it because I didn't really have no like a consistent somebody really consistent to show me
Mm-hmm.
the fundamentals of driving and what to look out for. Actually, get me warm up. I knew how to, but it's
Yeah.
the thing of knowing that actually doing it and getting the experience and actually driving. Like, I didn't really have really nobody that had that dedicated with me. So I kept it's my permit kept expiring. So when I finally like, all right, cool. I got older, I was able to do a little thing, I ain't like my mom, she helped me out. I had a couple of people
Okay.
that helped me out, and then I
Mm-hmm.
finally took it. It took after from high school. I forget what age I was when I got my L's, but it was
You got
a
your
few
L's
years.
like three, four, like 3 years, 4 years ago.
Nah, but I've been driving longer than
Bro,
that.
nah, bro. You got
I've
your
been
L's
driving
three,
longer
four
than
years
that.
ago.
I've been driving longer than that. I think
All
it
right, all
had
right.
to been.
You got your L's. You got your
I was.
L's.
I'm
Okay,
try.
maybe like 6 years ago.
I got my. I'll let you know exactly where I had
Look
got
at
my.
your ID.
It
You
was.
got your wallet. You got your wallet on you.
Yeah, but
Yes,
no,
it
I don't got
do.
the
Moms
number.
do that. Everybody got their.
Yeah, no, I was saying that I don't got my wallet. It's in my other room. I'm with my sweatpants right now. I put everything on my dresser. But nah, it was between 2016 and 17 that I got my house. Between
Yeah.
16 and 17, because I believe my son was born in 2014, and I believe he had to been around like 2 3 years old when I got my L's. He had to be around that time.
Hmm.
So yeah, so between 16 and 17. So that's what, about 5 6 years or so. Like, wait,
Yeah.
if I'm doing the math right.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
calculate
what
it
I
right
said.
now.
That's what I said. Like 6 years. That's what I said. 5 6 years, nigga. I was right.
Nah, you said 4 years at first. Like, I've been driving
I
longer than
second
that.
second time I said 5 or 6. Second time I said
Yeah,
five
yeah,
or
yeah.
six.
But I think 6 years though. It has been 6 years. I believe I've been driving. But nah, yeah. Yeah. It took me a minute, but I complete everything that I wanted to complete off my list, and I'm still
Mhm.
checking things off of my list for my goals, and that's what my mentality is as my in my early 30s is, yo, before I get old, is hurry up and become successful so I can enjoy it- my I can enjoy life in at least a younger years. Like,
Yeah.
40 is not old. To some people, they might feel like it, or depends on how your health is. If you're 40 and you just really unhealthy or out of shape, you got so much stuff, then you might feel like you old, you might whatever. That's why we
Type
always
shit.
talk we always big on health. We are, yo, man, we can't neglect that. We got to stay up on that so
Mhm.
we can enjoy life when that success comes. So that's just my big take on it.
Yeah. That's a fact. Life for me at 32 is is basically I can really sit here and say like, yo, like we are grown now. You know what I mean? Like we thought we was grown when we were like in our mid 20s or something like that, but you can see the drastic change from your mid 20s until now. You know what I mean? You can see the difference from how you were living or going about doing things from your mid 20s to now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's a lot of things that you had interest in when you were in your mid 20s, and now it's just different now. You know what I mean? Our patience now. Do you feel like you got more patience or less patience now that you 32 or whatever like that? You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you a full adult now. You feel like you got more or less?
Well, I mean, like I always, if you talk to my fams and everything, they know they'll tell you, like, I always been good with patience. Like patience was never mine. I got some weak points in my life. I'm not perfect, but one thing I could say, patience been always been my strong asset. But
Hmm.
I would say I have gotten better with it because I'm not gonna say, oh, I was in my younger days was just phenomenal with patience, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
pretty good, but now I think like, I got uh well, I would say I'm good with patience, but some things now what I could say,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
say that some
Wait,
things
before
now,
go ahead, because
oh
I want to vouch for you real quick before you go, and I'm not even gonna put all your everything
yeah,
out there, but I just
yeah,
want to tell the viewing audience that when it comes to patience, I'm talking about this guy right here. I'm talking about him right here. You see my long ass finger. This guy right here. When it comes to patience, he is the cat, like he is the definition of patience, because what I know, what this man had to go through and what he's been up against and what he's just, what I mean, what he had to endure, like patience, it should be. You see young jurors right there, they should have young jurors under patience right there. That should be the definition, young
right.
jurors. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, yeah, nah. I'm good with that, but I'm also learning. What I'm trying to say is, I'm also learning though. Sometimes you gotta. It's not about patience. Sometimes you don't want to be too patient. Sometimes you can get too patient. What I
Mhm.
mean is, I know that might sound a little off. Is sometimes you can let things go too long.
Yeah,
Sometimes you could. Sometimes you gotta nip stuff in the bud. Sometimes you gotta say something. Sometimes you gotta be like, yo, nah, enough is enough. Like,
type shit. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So sometimes to get that, and that's what I'm at, and I'm at a balance with it now. I always been good with it, but now I'm at a balance. When I'm getting older, I'm some things I find myself not really tolerating as much as I used to.
Mhm.
So it's a balance with everything. This world is surrounded around balance. You gotta have a balance with anything. So
Balance.
and
Yeah,
that
definitely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm learning right now.
Yeah, balance is definitely the key, man. I feel like I got patience in other areas that I didn't have patience in, and I feel like I don't have patience in other areas that what I mean, that I had patience in. One of the things that I learned is the fact that everybody has knowledge and everybody has something that you can actually learn from. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
yeah, so you know what I mean, like yo, like being grown right now, being a full adult, man. A lot of people think this shit boring. A lot of people think that that you want to go back, you want to go back to 17. But when I look at it, man, I love it, man. I actually like it, man. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I like not ripping and running the streets. You know what I mean? Like I was doing that for real. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I like the
yeah,
fact that I can be bored and shit and watch TV all day and don't really have to go out and don't have to be outside. And to be I like this joint, yo. Like I like it. I like being, 32. And what 32
yeah,
taught me is the fact that, 32 taught me how to be mature. You know what I mean? Like how to be mature for real. You know what I mean? 32 taught me about growth. You know what I mean? Growth. A lot of people are afraid to grow. A lot of people are afraid to actually do things that they are not accustomed to. You know what I mean? 32 taught me, to kind of be more free a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
yeah,
don't worry about who going to judge you and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about who going to judge you. Like, kind of be a little bit more free and shit like that. So That's what this new era taught me. I mean, me being 32, that's what it taught me for real. Um
Nah, that's facts.
anything you working on though? Anything you working on besides like work and shit like that?
So, man, only thing else that I'm working on besides working is pie, which was, my music. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to, I try to stay up on that, after I was, at that little minute time when I was sick and wasn't feeling right, I had to jump back on and get and warmed up, like, with my voice and everything. Sometimes I be at work and junk, and I be
Hey, yo,
working
bust a
it.
note right now.
I don't
Bust a note
know
right
what's a
now.
no right now. I've been a little
Oh, 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 oh,
I woke
yeah.
I woke up, I smoked this vape, and I ain't drink enough water yet. My voice is like a little dry right now. I want to bust a note and be like, yo,
You
yo,
gotta be up here
I
like,
gotta warm my
I
voice.
always dreamed that you were one day into me. And then you gonna have your hands like, but now I see you were wrong. Go ahead,
Right,
bust
right.
a note.
Nah, I can't bust the hook right now. My jump raspy right now. It
Yeah, yeah,
ain't
yeah.
gonna come out. It ain't gonna come out like I want to. But but it's like they gonna see, yo. We gonna post. We gonna have the links and everything. They gonna see what things get posted up. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You already know, man. Listen, you now tuned into the Holla at your boy, man. If you listen, man, if you in here, man, please share the broadcast, man. Like I said, we doing this once a week. We trying to get it to twice a week. But for now, we doing it once a week. But you will see us more often, and it's going to be twice a week, man. I got some things that I definitely want to share before I share anything, man. Let me ask you this though: do you have patience with your girl? While I get this ready, you can answer that. Like, what don't you have patience for, my nigga? And what you got patience for? Like, talk to me.
I,
Talk to me.
I have patience, I had way more patience in the beginning, but just like a lot of normal relationships, a lot of stuff, and especially when you've been with the person for like, 3 to 4 or 5 years, some things is not gonna be how it is in the beginning. Like, some of the patience and some of the tolerance is definitely gonna change. And that's on both parts, but as for me, like, yeah, I mean, certain things, I'm having patience with, like, because I
Yeah,
understand, like, sometimes, that's just how it is. But certain things, when you are going through certain situations, and you realize, like, listen, all right, man, I've been saying the same thing over and over. We've
yeah,
been talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
the same thing, like, like, yo, like, I
All right, so let
understand
me
that you
ask you
probably.
this real quick. Like, what nag you when it come to females? Like, what nag you, bro? What nag
I
you?
would say the thing that nags is basically understanding on both sides, like understanding it on a man's point of view. Like, a woman, I feel like a lot of women doesn't do that to 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 see things the way that we see it. Like, we are different. Women's got their own way how they do things, and men got their own way how to do things. Like,
Yeah,
like sometimes I feel like women get too much of a self-center as, and not, I'm just speaking in general, like, sometimes they get self-centered as, I would say, like, they feel like they are right, and if they are wrong, it's hard for them to actually be like, yo, okay, yeah, yeah, I'm wrong. It's like it's always a fight. Like, it's always 9 out of 10. I'm not gonna say all the time. 9 out of 10
uh-huh.
is always a fight to get it to, like, yo, like, listen. I know women's always feel. I know you feel like, oh, you right, you always like, but this time, just come to earth and realize what I'm saying to you. Like, just get out your own way and then grab to what I'm talking about right now. I'm like, it just sometimes it I think females just feel like, man, just be talking. Like, we just be
Yo,
talking, and that's just what it is.
what? Go
Like, we
ahead.
just be
Uh-huh.
talking, and we're
Uh-huh.
not really. we not speaking facts. Like we not coming on some real shit. Like and if it if it surrounds around, if it doesn't surround around what they believe in or what they've been taught or been
What?
brought up,
Talk.
like
Preach.
because they've been sometimes you be raised differently. Like both like you raised from the way how your parents raised you is different from how my parents raised me. But we could take something from each other. But if I'm coming to you with some facts, you gotta understand, like if you're wrong because you was raised differently, if you're wrong in that area, you gotta accept correction. Just like I would have to accept correction. And don't take it offense. Don't take it personally. Don't take it like, oh, I'm coming off being disrespectful. I'm coming off whatever. Like, take it as like, yo, I'm trying to teach you something as I want you to teach me something. Like, I'm trying to show you something. I'm being real with you. I'm trying to show you some realness. Like I would want you to show me some realness. If you come to me about some real shit, then I'm about, you're right. That's real right there. Like, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But if I come to you about some realness, recognize it. I think I'm gonna say this like and that's the key thing I'm trying to say is I don't think a lot of females lack in recognizing realness. Like recognizing real niggas. Like a lot of time they put a low they put a what's the word I want to say? Like they put a title, a real title over niggas that's not real. Like oh, yo, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got
Uh-huh.
a real man. I got a real this that. But like, yo, this nigga ain't real. Like, and like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what real is? That's why you
Yeah.
get hurt. You
But
get
the
hurt so much.
But the thing, yeah, but the thing is with that because I listen for whoever viewing this right now, I wanna like share like screen share real quick so we can really get in our bag. But my internet is acting crazy right now, or it might not even just be my internet. This YouTube is acting crazy because I actually want to share something with y'all. With that being said, I might have to play the audio through my phone because this YouTube joint is just not working out right now. But with that being the case, I do want to be back up here tomorrow. You know what I mean, to get everything fixed to make sure that I do give y'all or we do give y'all the proper show that y'all need to that y'all need to have. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna give y'all one tomorrow. You down with it, bro?
You already know.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna try to give y'all one tomorrow, the proper show. Right now, I'm gonna have to play something. Not right now. I'm gonna let him finish or whatever. I'm gonna have to play something. I'm gonna play everything through my phone. Hopefully that y'all can hear it because right now, I cannot screen share. My YouTube is acting wild right now. But go ahead, bro.
Right. But nah, yeah, like I just feel like a lot of times female just you know, um, they lack of understanding real niggas and real
Yeah,
talk. Like,
yeah,
like real talk. Like not saying I'm just speaking in general. I'm not saying all females, but I'm just looking at the when you look on the media and you hear a lot of these, Instagram females talking, all these 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 females that's like models and all that, and they be on podcasts and they be, doing interviews and the things that they be talking about. And I'm be like, yo, like, a lot of downfalls of females are finding the right man and to be able to keep a man is the fact I feel like they don't get out of their own way of what they want. And what I mean is they focus on what they want so much than what they need. And
yeah.
what I feel like what I'm trying to say is that you need a nigga that's gonna be with you. You're gonna be a nigga that's gonna stick by you, that's gonna recognize what you likes and what you dislike, that's gonna respect you, that's gonna be there for you and your family, that's gonna do all that good stuff. Um it's not all about it's not all about glitter and gold. It's not all about okay what the nigga got or what he can offer you is too much. Now I get it. You don't want no broke nigga. Like you don't want no nigga ain't got nothing going for him and everything.
Hold up, before you
But
finish, let me say this, y'all. If my Instagram acting up, go on my YouTube channel at Dolo Solo 1033 TV. You could catch the live right there, or you can hit me up on my Facebook channel. But go to my YouTube channel, Dolo Solo 1033 TV, because my Instagram is acting up right now. I believe so. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, yo. I ain't paid the bill, and listen, I know they ain't cut it off. I know they ain't cut my Wi-Fi off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still on, but they do the thing where it's like phones. Like when you don't pay the bill, they start
Yeah,
slowing
yeah.
everything down. You know what? Let me pay the bill right now while you continue. Go ahead.
Nah, no, I go through the same thing and all that. But trying to make a long story short though, like what I'm just saying, like, they focus on what they want so much of, okay, yeah, I understand you want a nigga that's you want a man that's gonna provide, that's gonna have something, that's gonna show from that is 100, and that's understandable. That
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of times you should get yourself right and get yourself together before you even get in a relationship for that reason. But
Uh-huh.
sometimes life works differently. Sometimes you can have somebody that's grinding and they not a bum, but they not there yet. They're not at they didn't reach their goal yet, but they're a good person. And if they come your way, you know,
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
if if if,
I'm just
if they
letting you
if
know.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
paying it
If they
now.
if they if they come your way, then why not take that opportunity? Like why? Okay, he got a nice car. It's good. It's nice. It's a nice enough. Ain't no baller car. Ain't no exotic car. Ain't one of those. Ain't no Ferrari. Ain't no BMW. Ain't none of that. But it's a nice decent car. He get around. He work. He grind. He up. He making moves and everything. And like, but it's not enough for you. Why? Because you want a nigga with a Ferrari and a Porsche and an Aston Martin and a BMW. So that like,
Yeah.
you feel like you worth that much. You get your body right, you get everything fixed.
Hold
You
on,
do
hold on,
like,
hold
yo,
on.
man, I look
Hold on.
too good.
Let me profile for my baby real quick.
Right, right, right. Like and you be like, yeah, I look too good to be messing with a nigga that's riding in a Hyundai or riding in a Toyota or something like, and then you start looking in that type of way, in that type of direction, but then you
Yeah.
find a nigga, but then he don't treat you the way you want. Now you stuck because now you
Type
got the
shit.
money, but you ain't treated right. And
Type
basically,
shit.
what I'm just trying to say is that is recognizing a real nigga and recognizing somebody right for you than somebody that's not. And I feel like they lack that, and they just lack recognize real talk. Like a nigga be talking real to them. A lot of females they be speaking real
Yo,
facts,
they be confused, yo.
and they just be confused about it.
They be confused because a lot of the confusion come from the emotional part that they are attached to these quote unquote real niggas. So when they get
Yeah,
attached
yeah,
to these quote unquote real niggas, it be their emotion. Now, when a real nigga come for real, they don't really know what to do because all of these fake real niggas that they had emotional
now I get
attachment
that. Yeah,
to,
facts,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like it's kind of blurred. So now we
Yeah,
gotta us as I don't even want to call us real niggas. Us as real people for real. Now we gotta do extra things to actually break that barrier. You know what I mean? We got to
yeah,
break that barrier for real. You know what I mean? To actually get into get into their heart. And sometimes they don't really know how to receive that. They don't really know how
yeah,
to
yeah.
deal with that. You know, that's why that's why I like you like what you said earlier. What you had said earlier that I was hyped about when you was like um oh, I forgot what you said. I forgot what you said.
Can't remember. Depends on what we
The
was talking about.
understanding or they don't believe you or some shit like some shit you said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't remember,
Real
but
man.
yeah, like yeah, it's a real man. Yeah. Oh, but nah, like and that's what I'm saying. Like I get that aspect, but at the same time, you gotta also see it as real. Recognize real. If you real yourself, you're gonna recognize real. If 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 if
Right.
if if you
Hold it down.
keeping
I
it
gotta use the
art,
bathroom. Hold it down. Go ahead.
where and stuff, you're gonna recognize real. It's yourself because reason why you're gonna recognize real because you doing real shit yourself. And you're gonna be like, you know what, that's real. Why? Because that's how I see things. You know, that's real because that's how I come off like, you know, and so I could, so what he's saying, I can understand the confusion of a lot of females. You know, they get confused on a lot, all of these fake, real, like she said, real man, and that comes your way, and they be fake. They not really all that real. They be fronting, playing games, bullshitting, and doing all that. And they act one way. Then after they get what they want, they act differently. That's very understandable. But you like at the same time, a lot of females got to take accountability of that's your part of recognizing real. You have to try to find a way of recognizing the right real man that comes your way instead of continually keep getting confused and continually keep choosing the wrong man and keep labeling them as the wrong man as real guys
Yeah.
when you know when they are not. You know,
Mhm.
that's the lack of their part of choosing wrong. You know, you gotta find a way of maybe stop worrying about it. Maybe just stop, because you know I feel like a lot of women, they worry about relationship too much that they constantly gotta be in a relationship. You know, I constantly gotta have a man. I constantly gotta have a man. You constantly gotta have a man. If you finding the right person is a
Mm.
gem out there. A gem
Mhm.
means it's rare. You want to rare something, it's a gem. So if it's a gem out there, then it's not gonna come like that. So if it ain't gonna come daily like that, if you constantly trying to find a man, you're gonna meet bullshit man more than you're gonna meet that gem because
Yeah.
it's rare. So you gotta sometimes just lay back and become true to yourself and be like, you know what? All I need is myself right now. All I
Yeah.
need is me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
worry about myself. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. If that person, that right man come, he gonna come and he gonna recognize. He gonna come when without we even trying to force things, without we even trying. You know, and I understand a lot of women say, "Oh, I did that, but I still got hurt." It happens. Like, but you want to wait. You want to
That's
put your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
percentage.
yeah,
You
yeah.
want to you want to
Okay.
put your percentage. You don't want to make your percentage low of finding. You want to make it higher. You might still get hurt because it's hard. Getting in
Mhm.
this relationship is hard out there, but you want to make your percentage higher of finding the right person than lower.
Alright,
So
now let me ask you this, right? Like, are you are you a ride or die man? And I'm talking about like through thick and thin. You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you the type of person that understand that? Like, yo, we gonna go through problems, but I want to go through problems with you, and we got to figure this out. Are you the type of person that's going to give up when when the situation occur and everything like that? And the hurt from a real man and let wait, and the hurt from a real man and let the hurt from a deep boy are not the same. Oh, beep, hurt from a beat boy.
yeah,
What's a beat boy?
I think you're trying to say f boy, fuck boy. They're probably beeping it out.
Bleep boy. Okay, okay. Hurt from a bleep
Probably
boy
bumped out, trying
are not the
to
same.
blurring it out.
And a hurt from a real man and the hurt from a bleep boy are not the same. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
see,
okay,
see, yeah,
okay,
see,
okay,
she didn't want to curse.
okay.
But like, but yeah, like, nah, I get that. It could be different, but at the same time, a real man, if you getting hurt from a real man, depends on the situation, not the time. It wasn't real, like, because if he hurting you, that means he ain't do nothing real, like, you know. So and then actually,
I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna say that. I can't agree with you with that because you could be a real man and hurt the female, knowing the fact that you didn't know that what you did hurt her. You know what I mean? That just might be
yeah,
something that she might be
but no,
sensitive to.
but that's right there is that's right there is in a sense of you doing something intentionally that she felt that it was she didn't like that it hurt her. It ain't the
Uh
fact
huh.
that you hurt that her, you actually hurted her. It's something that she couldn't get with that you just honestly didn't know. You didn't I
Hmm.
didn't hurt you. And if you took it that way, my bad. But I
Oh,
ain't like
I
I
cut
was
you off.
trying to attention to hurt you. But
Yeah.
if that's right there, that's is a different. That's right there. To be honest, those situations can be worked out. If you got a real man that unintentionally hurted you, but you got hurt from it, then you should be able to work that out and should be like, listen, my bad.
or
I didn't know you took
intentionally
it that
hurt.
way. Huh?
Or intentionally hurt. Not to cut you off. This is what I learned for real. Like on some real G shit. This is what I learned. Like at the end of the day, right? In a relationship, and I preach this a lot. In a relationship, a real relationship, bro. Hello, but before I start, a real man hurting you typically comes with a mutual understanding. I was about to say that. Oh, okay. So just feed off to what you were saying, right? In a real relationship, um, um, mistakes are going to happen, knowingly and unknowingly. You feel what I'm saying? It's up
Yeah,
to it's up to y'all. It's up to the strength of y'all as a couple to figure that out. Now, there are people that just fall off the bandwagon. You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you intentionally hurt me or you unintentionally hurt me, I'm done. But you got to realize that there are going to be mistakes, period, intentionally and unintentionally. You got to know who your woman is, and a woman got to know who her man is. And y'all
yeah,
gotta be
yeah,
able to actually fix that. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be
yeah,
able to actually communicate. What I learned is that communication is the number one thing for real. And I'm talking about communication is just not talking. Communication is body language. Communication is knowing what he or her likes. Communication knowing is what he or her don't like. Like all of that shit revolves around communication. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Now I get you. Now I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you gotta put it in a sense like I'm saying is even though you're in a
My
relationship,
Wi-Fi tweaking.
even though you're in a relationship and you might feel like I'm not, this is not who I really am, and you like you say, oh, mistakes gonna happen, cool, but at the same time, real is real, fake is fake. Nothing don't change because of how you put it in perspective. It's like that. Like if you're in a relationship and say that you went up and you cheated, you made a mistake, and you overall you might not be a fuckboy. Like you overall you might not be that type of nigga, but you cheated
Mhm.
on her and you made a mistake. You made a decision. You gotta say you
Cheating ain't a
wasn't a real.
mistake. Cheating
Well,
is
that's
cheating.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like you make a decision and you hurt her.
Hmm.
You gotta own up and say, listen, I wasn't a real nigga at that time. Let's work this out. And I promise I will be a real God for you. And I will be
Yeah,
real for you. I will
yeah,
be a real God for
yeah,
you this time. I promise to be.
yeah,
But if you end up cheating and hurt her, you wasn't a real nigga. You wasn't a real God. You wasn't at
yeah,
that
yeah. At
moment.
that
You
time,
wasn't
yeah,
not, not
you
yeah,
have to
not
acknowledge
in
that you fucked up.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, not in generally. You're probably not a person overall, but
Yeah.
in a relationship at that time, you wasn't a real guy because you played games with. But
Hmm.
that's what you gotta. That's what you gotta. You gotta accept, and that's what you gotta. You gotta realize. It all happens as men. We all go through it, but what I'm saying is the sensitive fact as when you finally find, sometimes we have our reasons. It doesn't make it right. Sometimes man or woman would cheat because of maybe they ain't getting something out of their relationship. It's still wrong, but it's everybody got their reason. Everybody go through what they go through. But when you find that right person that fits you, and you find that right person, and both of y'all feel like we could work, we could grow, we could do this together, and you finally find a person, and you're like, what? This is the person I could be real, I could be honest, 100% real to. Now
Yeah.
you are a real guy towards her. Some females relate. Females,
Said
you
he said
you don't want to be a real
all
guy
go
with.
through
Why?
what? All go through what?
I'll go. Well, I'm just saying, man. I'm talking about as man aspect. Most men all went through that as play games and holler and chilling with a chick and um not keeping it 100. Why? Because we don't really we ain't care. Like we just doing us. We all been in a young, most men, I would say not all, I would say a lot of most men at a young age, that from what I grew up on, at a young age, My man better not be cheating. No, I'm not talking. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about your man is cheating on you right now or whatever. What I'm saying, dudes, from a kid all the way to where the age your man is or whatever. I'm saying he once had to face that temptation. He once had to go through that type of situation. If now maybe he used the first female he ever been with. Like it depends. If he been hollering at chicks since a young age since now, I guarantee you he went through that. You know what? I ain't about to keep it 100. Like, I'm gonna just do what I
Yeah,
gotta
no,
do.
that's
Boom,
facts.
boom.
That's
And,
facts.
and, and
Yes,
you did that.
yes,
Why? Because you felt like, yo, this not the one I'm trying to be 100 with. I don't really, it doesn't really matter with me. I'm not trying to be a real guy with her. Like, she don't do she deserve for me to keep it 100? That's
yes,
what we
yes.
all come. That's what a lot of men come to respect. So and females does it too. Both sides does it. But when you actually settle down, you actually be like, you know what, this is the person that I'm gonna be real with. I'm gonna be that real guy too. I'm gonna be 100 too, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna be that guy for. That's the person. That's when you be. That's the person that you become, and you can honestly say, "Yo, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real guy to you. I'm a real why because yo, I kept it 100. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. And when it's like that, that person you won't think about cheating on. That person you won't think about disguising and doing other stuff. You will be respect and you'll be like it.
Are
But
are you saying bleep boys? Are you saying bleep boys could turn into real men? You absolutely right. Bleep boys
yeah,
could turn into
yeah,
real men. I'm the prime example of that. Am I
word,
lying?
word. Yeah, I was there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
You know what I'm saying? Like it can happen. Like, yo, listen, let me say this real quick. I do believe wholeheartedly that when they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, I think that you could turn a hoe into a housewife. It depends on your phase in life. It depends on
yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah,
trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to better yourself? Now, if you was once a hoe, but now you don't want to be labeled that, you don't want to be deemed as a hoe, and you trying to better yourself, and like you realize like, yo, this was me then, this is me now. I believe that a hoe can be a housewife, and I believe that that
yeah,
hoe that was freaking for everybody else be free for that one
yeah,
guy because
yeah,
she turned her life around. I believe that a bleep boy can be a real man once he realized like, oh, this is what I done, and I
yeah,
grew up to be this type of man now. That made me this man. That
yeah,
young girl made me the woman that I am now. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah.
in all that. Damn right.
That's facts. Like I don't like when people looking into that perspective because then when you're looking into that perspective, you're kind of trying to eliminate the word change. Like it's no more change.
Right.
You're and God
Hmm.
created change for a reason, and you people change. Like I hate when people be like, oh, once a hoe, always a hoe. Once a dog, always a dog. That's not true. Like sometimes people
Mm-mm.
grow and sometimes people get mature and they get out of their ignorancy. Like, it doesn't all,
Yeah.
it's always, you said it right. You said it, you hit it right on now. It's only what perspective or what you're trying to, what the person like and what the person want. Like, and the key word is acceptance. What can you accept? Can you accept that the person got 35 to 40 bodies? Can you accept the female that got 35, 40 bodies? Maybe you
Yeah.
can't.
And you
But
yo, and you want
it's
to
a
know
guy
with
that's
that,
out there that could, you know?
you want to know the crazy thing about that is if a guy or girl knows the real body count, now that guy or girl starts to become insecure because they think that you're going to still do them dirty how you
Yeah,
once did previously, when that's not the case. And that can
yeah,
create a separation right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if a girl end up having 40 or 50 bodies, a dude gonna be like, damn, you were slow. I don't know if I
yeah,
want to wife you for real. And that she might really be the wifey type at that time. But
yeah,
you looking into her past, and you looking at what she did rather than what she is right now and what she can become. You know what I mean? Same
yeah,
thing with a dude.
yeah,
Like a girl can judge a dude and be like, "Damn, you got 100 bodies." I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna treat you this certain type of way because I don't believe that you can be that, and that could be, it's a
No,
whole thing
because
behind that, bro.
you know what it is, and
Yeah.
it's a sense of separating the two as an aspect as a lot of in between a difference between them. Everyone isn't for everybody. You have to find the one that is right for you. Yeah, exactly. That's facts. But
Man,
the
that's
difference,
hard, man. Listen, you'll be out here scouring
yeah,
the plains of Mount Everest to try to find the right one. That's listen, it's rare that you find that. You know what I'm saying? And then on
yeah,
top
yeah,
of
yeah,
that, you know how many people you passed up on in your early years that probably was the right one for you, but I was just too immature and wasn't, you know what I
yeah,
mean? What wasn't capable of being with each other at that time. So finding especially this day and age, find the right
yeah,
one for you.
yeah,
Listen, you'll be lucky if you find the right one for you. And if you do find the right one for you, you got to keep that because it's rare. Listen, it's more games being played. It's more manipulation out here. You got the whole internet that's manipulating relationships. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Manipulating how the way people supposed to be and how the way people supposed to act. That's number one. You got
yeah.
influencers or people just trying to follow people. That manipulates everything. So I forgot my point. You can keep going because I was about to win, but I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
went
I know
blank.
that if it
So go
happened,
ahead.
if it
Go
happened
ahead.
to me, like, but like it is in an aspect because the difference between a male and a male and a female on that aspect is the reason why females can't, you know, not have sex and be fucking like multiple men, like men could fuck multiple females, and reason why it get portrayed indifferently is because and some females gonna disagree and some going whatever. But I feel like it's
Mhm.
in an aspect as women don't get penetrate, they get penetrate. You know, if a woman have sex too much, she eventually gonna start looking different. No, I have known girls around the hood. Once they be looking all straight, and then next you know they fucking hella guys, and they having sex back to back with multiple men. They start looking soggy.
Mhm.
They start looking nasty. Female walls don't look right. They it you know it the everything is it doesn't y'all start y'all basically y'all get beat down. It get beat up too much, it's gonna wear down. Like that's what happens with a woman. The woman can't have sex as much of a man can because it is not healthy for them. A man could do all that long as he don't got an STD and still be
Hey,
good.
read that last message real quick, yeah.
Like sticking with the bad, it's not rare for men people to get
No, 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 no. Just
complexion.
read the last message. Just
Like
read the
sticking with the bad, then the bad, the bad.
like it was bad. You
No,
know the bad.
that
You don't.
that that is true. How you gonna say it? If a woman have sex too much, they vagina, they whatever you want to call it does not after a while does not look right. Y'all gotta stay.
Yo,
Y'all gotta do a
that's a
lot to
fact. That's a fact.
keep
Your
it right.
aura don't look right. The pill don't
Yeah,
look right. You can tell the difference between a well-preserved woman and a woman that's ran through.
yeah. Like you don't,
It,
but they it doesn't. That is not how it works. How is not? Even women talks about it when they use it. That's why women use a lot of dildos. A lot they hold is too wide open. It's like falling into a Grand Canyon.
the woman
Nah, nah,
vagina snap
nah.
back is
Yeah,
crazy.
but
Hell,
that's
no, it
only
don't.
that's
No, no,
only
no, 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 it don't. No, it don't. Try hell, nah. Nah, man, I'd have been some shit. That shit was wide open. It don't snap back.
yeah.
You listen, y'all gotta put in work for that shit to snap back. Trust me.
That's what I
I
was
know
just
the
about
old
to
tricks,
say.
man.
I was just about to say
Yeah,
that
man, I
same
know the
thing.
old tricks,
It ain't gonna
bro.
just snap back like this. Y'all gotta do a whole bunch of stuff to make it snap back. Like it's not gonna just
Yeah.
a man. No man don't have to do that. He could do whatever, as long as he don't got no STD. He could do what he can have sex how much he want and still look healthy. Like a woman can't. Y'all gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all get ran through. Is y'all gonna look like y'all been ran through? Like that's
that's
just
a
way.
fizz
Even
naive.
women talking about it. I'm not speaking this on a man's point of view. I'm speaking on a woman knowledge. Like I'm speaking on what I've been seeing, what I've been taught from what a woman this and that. Like so maybe you don't go through that because maybe you're not getting ran through. Maybe that's not what that. Maybe that's not on your perspective. Like that. Maybe that's what it is. But from a woman that get ran through, they snap back is not whatever. Like maybe if they
Bro,
stop
y'all
getting
gotta
ran through.
sit in the tub, put vinegar in the water for your joints to get snapped back. I know
Yeah,
about the
like
vinegar. If you don't, ask y'all mamas out there about that vinegar inside that tub. That snapback. Mike
it,
Epps said it. That snapback.
so why if the woman snapback, the answer this, I'm about to say this. If you feel like woman snapback is crazy, then why you got women's vaginas that look ran through? Why did they snap back? Answer that question. Like, why did they snap back? Why we know? Why we are
You
constantly
talking about the
seeing
lips be
women?
like this, right? The
Yeah,
lips be
like
flabby like this. Be like this.
yeah, this not nothing we just talking. This is stuff that we have experienced. It's women out there with their stuff not looking right because they getting ran through. Like that's just something. So it's not just saying that's just saying that is out there. Like if they not woman snapbacks is not like that. Like maybe your is. Maybe you because of whatever you're doing, you must be doing some magical work that you need to make a book and sell it shit to a lot of these people that's out there doing the thing. I mean,
Bruh. Yes,
well,
it do. Bruh. Yo, I could tell. Yo, you understand. Yo, the female appearance is like the answer to everything. The female aura is an answer to everything. You can tell. You can tell if she's really that. You can tell if she's a whore. You can tell if she's a slut. You can tell if she's an escort. You can tell if she run game. You can tell if she been ran through. You can tell if she preserved because she has a body. You know what I mean? Like yo, the body tells all, bro. You know what I mean? The
yeah,
way you walk, the way you come out the crib, the way you approach certain situations, you can tell what type of female it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why
yeah, yeah,
let me tell you this real quick. Let me whoever viewing this, let me tell y'all this, right? A guy knows that if you look a certain way, they approach you how they know that they're going to treat you because of how you look, because of how you come off. That's a fact. A guy knows, like, yo, you know what? She look like slow. I heard around. I heard. I you know. I heard she get around the block. I'm gonna treat her like that. When y'all be wanting to treat you, when y'all be wanting to be treated like whites, we already know in the back of our head because of how you look, because of how you present yourself, and because you know all of that shit, because of the body, because of who you are for real. You
yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying, bro? Like I
yeah,
done
yeah,
ran
yeah,
into
yeah,
mad females and I looked at them like, yo, you look good, but you like you've been around the corner for real. So I'm gonna kind of treat you like you've been around the corner for real. And you
yeah,
accept the
yeah,
fact that I treat you like you're around the corner for real, even though you try
yeah, yeah,
like yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, this come on, bro.
yeah. That's just some shit. That's just things that just how it be. Like a lot of times you could just look at somebody and you could just tell like yo nah I could
Yeah.
nah I'm good. No, sometimes it might not be, but most of the times it do be. So it's like playing Russian roulette. You rather take the good way out than taking the bad way. So but we just put tomatoes.
Now I mean, but in other news, real quick, your boy, before we get up out of here, man, your boy Vince McMahon, the WWF slash WWE. I think he was an owner or co-founder, one of them two, but he been accused of some sexual assault slash sexual trafficking slash other joint going on. How you feel about that, man? We all well for the most part, we all pretty much grew up on wrestling. You know what I mean? We all pretty much grew up on WWF, WCW. You know what I mean? WWE, the Attitude Era, etc., etc. But it's been reports that a young lady had came out and filed a suit against him. You know what I mean? She actually filed a suit against him before, but it was like a quiet suit. You know what I mean? Pretty much, he had to pay out $3 million, and he never paid out the $3 million. He ended up paying out $1 million. So now she like, all right, cool. You ain't giving me the rest of my bread. Now I'm about to make this public, which she did. I pretty much got a article about it. You know what I mean? But before I even read this article, give it up like that, how you feel about it? You know what I mean? Like, what's this on? Wait. Before I even ask this, were you a wrestling fan? Did you like wrestling?
At once, I always knew wrestling was fake, but I just liked it was more entertainment. I felt like it was like a show, and it was cool back in the days. It was more exciting with
Yeah.
all the legends, like with Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, all those type of boys, like So
Mhm.
yeah, I was a fan back then, but then I grew out of it when I started seeing it. It started to get goofy, like they started to do too much, and I'm like, it is what it is, like. But it's crazy though, hearing that, which is not nothing new. It's like all this pedophile, sex trafficking, all this stuff that just been going out lately. Uh, um, it's it seemed like the same old, same old. Like it's just I'm on to the verge. Okay, who's next? That's going to be getting sued or
Bro,
going to
all them
trial
old
for.
heads who didn't have social media back then, who they all next. Let's put it like that. They
Yeah.
all next, bro. Like, I mean, this is a article. You feel what I'm saying? It says Vince McMahon, who co-founded the modern WWE in 1982, has resigned from his role as TKO executive chairman and from his position on the TKO board of directors. He said in his statement provided to ESPN on Friday night, McMahon, 78, leaves the publicly traded company which was formed when UFC merged with WWE last year, following a lawsuit filed Thursday that accuses him of sexual misconduct. In the lawsuit, Janelle Grant, who worked in WWE's legal and talent department, alleges that McMahon forced her into a sexual relationship in order for her to obtain and keep her job, passing around pornographic pictures and videos of her to other men, including other employees. Also, which was filed in U.S. District Attorney in Connecticut, where WWE is headquartered, also names WWE and John, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce this. Y'all can't see this shit.
Yeah.
Just John Blank, the company former head of talent relations and general manager as defendants. Grant alleges. Let me get to the next. Grant alleges abuse and sexual exploitation beginning in March 2020, and the lawsuit included several text messages, screenshots that McMahon asks for deprived sexual acts. I wanted to get the screenshots, but I didn't want it to be too graphic or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I stand by. I stand by my prior statement that Mrs. Grant lawsuit is replied with lies. And then that's it. That's all I got so far. But I want to get the text messages. I'm not really going I'm not really going to search for them. Pretty much, I heard the text message from somebody who's actually reading them on the podcast. And when I say, listen, don't don't take what I'm saying as a positive thing, but he wrote these text messages out as if it was a book, and I heard somebody actually read it, and I'm saying he wrote it word for word like it was like in a book for real. You know what I'm saying? But the way he was talking was like, yo, and for some reason, yo, why do white people fantasize over like black cocks and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there. But he was talking about, yo, I want to see cum dripping all through your body, and you know what I mean, I want to see all your holes filled, and then at the end, I'm gonna be over you like yada yada. Like he was talking, you know what I mean? And then he
Yeah.
was pretty much passing her whatever she did. He was pretty much passing that information around to his colleagues, his friends, his co-workers, the people that work for him and stuff like that. He was pretty much like letting them know, like, yo, she really like this over here. I mean, y'all could really partake it. Hey, so a lot of this shit I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he was doing. And not only that, it was stated it was a couple of WWE wrestlers that was in on it. My thing is, I'm really not surprised of what's going on, because there was a lot of stuff that was going on in the late 90s, early 2000s that they were just doing because there wasn't no social media, it wasn't no cameras on them like that. They were, listen, it was rare to see a celebrity. Now you got instant access to a celebrity. You know what I mean? Via Instagram, via Facebook, via YouTube. You know what I mean? You could walk up on them. But now, you know what I mean, back then they wasn't that accessible. You know what I mean? It was like they were like ghosts for real. And you just see it pop up once in a blue moon. So they were able to get away with a lot of things because they didn't really have a lot of media outlets to actually show what they were doing on a day-to-day life. So I'm not surprised by this, man. It's a lot of
Yeah,
nasty guys
yeah,
in the late 90s
yeah,
or early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, and even if you want to say the 80s, that was doing things like that, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not surprised at all. Like, all of these
Nah,
names that's coming out right now that's doing all of these acts, these sexual misconduct acts, I'm not surprised.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, nah, I'm not either. And it's crazy and it's totally wrong. Only thing I would speak on that I didn't really so much like, you could tell me if you agree or whatever. Get me wrong, it's what he done or what everything is wrong fully. Like,
Mhm.
blackmailing and whatever you want to call it is not good, exploiting and you know all that stuff like is kind of harassment, and it's not right. But one thing I know, when especially any job, anything, career, job, or where you work at, and because these things happen at regular 9 to 5 jobs and stuff,
Mhm.
but when this happened, when a one say you got a female worker and she been working for some time and she get called in the office from a manager and the manager offer her a promotion, a good promotion, but he be like,
Mhm.
but in order for you to get this promotion, you got to give me something. Most of the time when that
Oh, I don't want to
happens,
go through that. Mhm.
yeah. But most of the time when that happens, if a woman don't like that and she ain't about that, she gonna go and report it right away. She gonna be like,
Mhm.
oh, he's blackmailing, he exploiting, he this and that, he gonna bust that sexual harassment, she gonna have an issue. She gonna go tell HR or whoever she gotta talk to and report it. He's gonna get out of there and she's gonna be good. That's what mostly
Mhm.
happens. But what you're
Yeah.
not going, what a female is, most women don't do if they have the issue is portray in it like, okay, I'm gonna have sex. Let's that
That's
okay, we
exactly
do
what the
that.
lady did. Fact. Mhm.
Go and sleep with the manager, get the promotion, get the job, still sleeping with him, and doing all this stuff, taking naked pictures, doing all this, but then complain about it. I how
Mhm.
can you went with it, but how you gonna complain about it? Like you
Yeah, yeah,
accept
yeah.
it, you accept the agreement. You basically signed the contract. Like, so
Mhm.
how
Mhm.
so much can you be up now? It's wrong for him doing it that way. Don't get me wrong. It's actually still wrong, but that one I didn't like. Like you can't accept that's just like selling your soul to the devil and then get upset at him later for selling it for you selling your soul. It's your fault. Like you sold your
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
gave you all order. He gave you everything on the table. You sold your soul. Like so is that's what I just didn't agree with that. The whole thing is totally wrong. The whole thing is totally crazy. But you can't accept that just because you need a job. Like yeah, it's wrong, but you portrayed in it. Like
Type shit.
you
Yeah, yeah. No,
yeah, you
I,
did it.
I agree with you 1000%. And that what you said just now before we wrap it up. What you said just now is pretty much exactly what just happened. She was partaking in a lot of stuff. She filed a lawsuit against him, like a secret lawsuit. He ended up having to pay her $3 million. He ended up paying her. Yeah, he ended up paying her 1 million and pretty much ghosted her. She was still like he was still sending her text messages. She replied in a way that it seemed like she was still down with it, but then yet she took it to
Yeah,
like the public. You know what I'm saying? So um she isn't innocent at all. I just want to say that she actually liked and participated in a lot of this stuff if you read the text messages.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
just want to say that he's not innocent at all. But like, at the end of the day, when you reach a certain amount of money and shit like that, man, you know what I mean? Before we end this off, like, it's a lot of them guys up there, man, that's just filthy like that, bro. They nasty like that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah,
he's wrong. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy because I don't get South African. I think it's the fact that he said something, she agreed to it, she was down with it until it didn't benefit her no more, and she pretty much like I am about to blackmail you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, overall, it's pretty. It's a pretty nasty situation. You know what I mean?
It is. It is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like I said, I'm not gonna bring up the text messages and none of that because they are definitely out here from what this man said. You know what I mean? But he pretty much said what she allowed and what she was
Mm-hmm.
doing while they were. You know what I mean? So that's all to it, man. We'll try to be back up here tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, my is acting crazy right now, but we'll try to make it up to y'all tomorrow, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever tuned in, man. Thank y'all for now subscribe to the YouTube channel right there, Dolo Solo 1033 TV. If you go watch the old videos, watch the old podcast, don't watch nothing else after that. But if you want to watch the videos, watch the new videos that we've been putting up, you know what I mean? Trying to revamp the page and everything like that, you know what I mean? So it could be full of new content. Like I said, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dolo Solo 1033 TV. If you are a fan of sports, please subscribe to the Hype Eagle page. That is nothing but Eagles. You know what I mean? So if you're an Eagles fan, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle. You could definitely catch us up there any given time throughout the week, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. But this channel right here, the Solo 1033 TV, we will try to be 2 times a week. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all will be notified when we go on live. You know what I mean? Or you can follow my Instagram, the Dolo Solo 1033 TV. No, it ain't TV. It's the real Dolo Solo 1033. You can catch me live up there. You know what I'm saying? Also, I got merch before I head out there, man. I got merch. Make sure y'all type
Got
in
merch.
hypewave91.com. That's hypewave91.com. Right here is some of the merch that's out of stock, but I just want to show y'all because it is still fire. You know what I'm saying? Still got jackets and everything like that. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you know what I mean. This right here will be busting back out. You know what I'm saying? During like, yo, man, this shit tweaking. There you go. You know what I mean? During the springtime, you feel what I'm saying? Hypewave91.com. Springtime, sometime, this will be busting back out. You feel what I'm saying? Just going through a couple of things right now. I'm gonna definitely update the pictures so y'all can see what I got new. You know what I mean? So definitely tap in, man. You already know, man. It's your boy Dolo Solo, aka Mr. Hype Wave himself. That's your boy Young Jers right there. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for this listen. We did 1 hour and 12 minutes. That's good. That's facts, man. We appreciate y'all. One love. Make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all subscribe and just show y'all support, man. So y'all show y'all support, man. You already know, man. Gang, we out this bitch.